he just spoke about liking Angel, but Angel liking Cross, right? And this is also when he was having a conversation with Cross, saying that he does like Angel, but then he feels like Angel likes Cross. But then Cross was like, nah, I've told Angel.
It a draw.
If you hear a man saying that, can you ever take this man seriously?
For what? Of course, it's not serious.
How can you say? So my question is this: is he saying the women in the house, no one can hold him down, or is he saying right now in his life, he's in a place where no woman can hold him down?
I think he was just talking as per the house. Bro liked it, but when Queen, I think he's just a player too. When Queen came first, he was so attracted to Queen. I don't know what happened, and then he deviated from her and then moved on to Angel now. So now he's liking Angel, but the thing is, Angel doesn't like him back. And I think that's where he's pained, and instead forming his okra, is this, is that.
First place. Yeah, that's
really
annoying. Yeah, that's super annoying. But out of these people that are up for nomination, who do you think could possibly leave this weekend?
Join the conversation on Reality Radio, the show where we discuss everything reality TV with The Review, analyzing everything trendy, the gripping moments, and all the drama. Where we talk about all the TV show participants who were the most at everything. And finally, the predictions, where we try to find out which participants might or might not be voted out of the show. Tune in to Reality Radio and let's get real. Reality Radio, every Friday at 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. on Lagos Talks 91.3. Join the conversation.
All right, it's 17 minutes past 3 p.m. this fantastic Friday. It's still the midday show. My name is Ifnaya. Welcome to yet another episode of Reality Radio, your one-stop shop for all things reality TV shows. So today's edition, as always, will be exciting, very conversational. I'm looking forward to hearing from you. You can feel free to join the conversation via our phone lines that I'm going to be reading out to you very shortly, and via our WhatsApp lines. So we're going to start off with the review, talking about the highlights in the BBNaija house all throughout the week. Of course, we need to start off with the strikes, but before that, in the studio with me is Fabulous Joy.
Hi, Fee. Hi, Lagos.
How's it going?
Going well, thank you.
Fabulous. So let's talk about the strikes. Pere, Maria, and JMK. Yeah. So when Big Brother wanted to prove to them that there were grounds for this strike, by the way, they played a video just showing what they did. So for JMK, she forgot to, I don't know if it's that she forgot or she intentionally didn't take her mic with her when she was getting into the jacuzzi. So Big Brother showed her that, hence the reason for her strike. Now for Maria and Pere, different occasions, they were seen either, Maria speaking in a hushed tone or just turning off their mics or just reducing their mics so that what they're saying will not be heard. So Big Brother obviously showed them that, and they got a strike.
Yeah, I think there was a part she actually told Pere, even though she denied, she didn't tell Pere to take off his mic or to turn his mic off. She told him, she said, put your mic off. And she said it with a harsh tone, like, put your mic off.
Oh, she didn't even whisper it.
She didn't whisper. She said, turn it off. And
Fantastic.
Then he looking at her, and
then
turned it off, and then they were talking, so they were gossiping.
But that's interesting. Do they not know that it's against the rules and we can literally see everything that you're doing?
Yeah, sure. Even though she pretended, or as she said, she thought she was drunk, but she didn't even look drunk in the video.
Fantastic.
But she knew, of course, but she just wanted to whisper. She didn't want probably us to hear what they were saying.
And I wonder what they were saying.
I wonder
for it to be so important for her to say turn off your mic.
So I think they were apparently talking about their relationship or their situationship.
Is it? Fantastic.
Yeah. So then she was like, okay, you know what, turn it off. I want to ask you a question. I want to ask something. And he did.
Do you think that there is any chance for a Pere and a Maria in the outside world?
I don't think so. I don't think so. So today, Maria, Peace, and Nini made their way to the VIP lounge, and when they got in, they were talking. Maria said she doesn't see any guy in the house that she would do anything with outside the house.
Fantastic.
So even if they leave the house, even Pere doesn't even have a chance. Dating her outside the house. So she was like, because they'll be frustrated, that she's this, she's that. She will definitely frustrate them. Like even if they see the people she hangs out with, So
fantastic.
it's like,
I like
they're
that.
no rich.
Anyways, that's that for the strikes. So they've gotten, and these are the first sets of strikes in the house. So that's
far.
Yeah, so far. You're saying so far. Do you expect other people to get strikes? Who do you think will be the next person, possibly the next person to get a strike?
Maybe Cross.
Why do you think so?
No, but that
just
boy
feel
just,
like-
I just feel like he's just everywhere, and the way he confronts Big Brother, like, you are my brother and all that. I confide
Isn't
in
that
you.
the whole? That's the whole point.
Yeah,
to be
but I
super
think
comfortable.
I think I like him when he's with Big Brother.
Yeah.
In the diary room, the way he talks to her. And you remember the last time that Big Brother brought them JMK and all that? He was like, "Bro, you didn't tell me.
Oh wow!
How come you didn't tell me you were bringing this people? I mean, that's betrayal." I was like, "Look at you."
But for some people, their diary sessions have been a very strategic point. I remember I think this was 2 Big Brothers ago or 3 Big Brothers ago, Uriel's diary session was a hit. I feel like that always used to trend. People always used to look forward to her diary session. Although she didn't win, but that was a selling point for her. So for a lot of people, they ensure that their diary sessions are on point, either being super emotional, being vulnerable, giving Big Brother gist about such and such happening in the house. A lot of times it's quite strategic.
It looks like Uriel will keep everything that she wants to talk about.
And then when
she won't even talk to anybody or the house. When it's time for a diary session,
she'll just be pouring it out.
Big Brother,
and I used to love how she was
very
so comfortable. Anyways, let's get further into the relationships in the house. Let's talk about Nini and Saga's situationship. Before the show, on my previous show, I had said to people, let's talk about this because when I saw them, so by the way, so let's just rewind a little bit, right? So, by the way, Liko Rose is the current head of house. She won the head of house challenge. However, she couldn't stay in the head of house room because she's been banned for about 2 weeks.
Yes.
Right? And so she chose Saga as a deputy, who then chose Nini to be in the room with her. Right? Yeah. Fantastic. So, Nini and Saga are in the head of house room. Which is fun because the bed is bigger. It just looks like you're living life and living large.
Living large.
Anyways, so apparently there was a conversation between Michael, Boma, and Nini, just talking about situationships and all that. But we'll get to that shortly because we have to talk about Boma. I feel like Boma is the highlight for this week.
Yes,
for some reason.
So. Yeah.
Anyways, so when Nini went to the head of house room where Saga was, they were now having a conversation. She was also narrating the conversation she was having with Michael and what's his name, Boma, and just talking about both of them, that's Saga and Nini. And so what I heard Nini saying was she also doesn't want to lead Saga on because she knows that she has something outside of the house. Now we know that Saga and Nini have been inseparable pretty much. They're a thing, even if they're not officially a thing. When you're thinking about relationships in the house, you think Saga and Nini.
The first couple that will come to your head is Saga and Nini.
There you go, Saga and Nini.
Before Liko Rose and
However, we've always known, and Nini has made it clear from the very beginning, that she has stuff outside, that she has someone outside of the house.
True.
But when she was having that conversation, which is something that she said one too many times though, but yesterday's conversation when they were in bed, and she was saying that, she doesn't also want to act in ways that are misleading and leading him on. And Saga obviously wasn't having it. He was sad because he feels like, it's like you're playing a game and you're protecting yourself, but who's protecting me, because at the end of the day, they're pretty much together. They like each other. We can see that they like each other. And then this brought me to wonder. Right. Nini's not married. She obviously has a relationship outside of the house.
Yes.
But she's not married.
Yeah.
Now, you'd hear people say things like, well, as a woman, if you're not married though, all the men that are in your life, don't chase them away.
Yes.
Even your parents, even your mothers will tell you that. That's so far because a lot of times you see that parents don't recognize quote unquote relationships. Especially Igbo parents. Exactly.
I try
especially Igbo parents. Right. It's when you're ready to get married, then your parents will not be like, okay, so this is the man that wants to come and get married to my daughter and all that. And so some parents will tell you, as a woman, better keep your options open. No, don't put all your eggs in one basket.
Never can tell.
But in this generation, that's seen as being dodgy, leading men on, and just not being straightforward, right? Now, with a Nini situation, knowing that she likes Saga, but then she has something outside of the house, do you think that the ways she's been acting has been intentionally to lead him on, or it's just her acting based on her emotions? Because if you like someone, subconsciously you're gravitating towards the person. You don't have to calculate, oh, should I go and talk to him? It just happens that you flow towards that person, right?
Yeah.
So all throughout the house, like the 5 years that they've spent in the house now, do you think that Nini has intentionally been leading Saga on, or just both of them just like each other and it's just been flowing?
See, to be honest, I feel like Nini really likes Saga, but she's just trying to play safe, or she's trying to make it look like, oh, don't think because we're here or because we're doing anything, I like you, like that. She's trying to act. I feel like her character or attitude towards Saga is like she doesn't want to paint it. She doesn't want to make Saga look like I'm all yours, or you have me, and all that. So she wants to be playing hot and cold. So Saga will be coming, please, and all that. And she's trying also to be safe outside. So when she comes out, whoever she's dating will not see her as something else, or maybe she has a relationship already. But to be honest, she's acting really confused. Her actions are different from what she says. She will tell Saga, we are just friends. And then even when Ebuka said it in the house, or tried to ask her questions about she and Saga, or even the housemaid tried to ask them questions about their situationship, she's always first to speak, and she'll be like, no, we are just friends. No, we're just enjoying each other's company and all that. But
with that tiny voice.
Knowing fully well that her actions are different from what she says. I mean, you allow this guy do everything, touch you, kiss you, hug you, bro.
Okay, now in a situation where so in a situation where, okay, you've told a guy, listen, and remember they're in a confined environment,
right?
They're just in that house, and you've told the guy, oh, listen, I have something outside of the house, but it's a situation where the guy is like because the thing about guys is this. The fact that you tell a guy that you have a boyfriend or you have someone, because Nini says that she has someone outside the house. The fact that you tell a guy that does not mean that the guy is going to rest.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that he's going to give up.
Worse.
Do you understand? If in this day and age you're seeing that guys are pursuing married women, women that have been in relationships for such a long time, how much more being in such a show as BBNaija in a confined environment, and you're there saying, oh, I have someone outside. So a lot of times when you tell guys that, it doesn't mean that they're going to leave you. Guys, one thing I've learned about guys is that they will always try their luck.
Yeah,
they would always try their luck, no matter where this guy is coming from. There's some times when you're looking at, maybe you're watching some stuff or seeing some stuff on social media, and in your mind you're like, so this guy saw this person and he decided that this is the person that he wants to be with. Guys, they don't really care. They just feel like, you see, this is what I want. I'm going to pursue it, right? So in this case where if Saga is gravitating towards a Nini, and Nini has told him, and the natural response is, when someone wants to come and yarn with you, like they want to gist with you, they want to talk to you, you talk to them back, especially when you're in the house.
If he is not just talking to them back, he's not just coming to talk to her and she's responding.
Dancing with her.
Doing more than what she is supposed to be doing with him. If she really wants to hold on to the relationship she has outside, man, she should give him space. Yes, he's coming to touch you. You are succumbing.
You're succumbing. I'm done. All right, guys, please join the conversation. What are your thoughts about this? Especially Nini and Saga's situation. Do you think that Nini is intentionally leading him on? Do you think that she should be much stronger in whatever statement she makes to Saga, telling him, oh, I have a boyfriend or I have something outside of the house? But aside that, what are your thoughts about dating in this generation versus dating in the previous generation? Have things really changed as regards when women are being pursued by men? These women having these different options open, especially when they're not even in a relationship with some of these with anybody. But you're having your options open. Do you think that is very dodgy? Do you think women should stop that completely? Or do you think it's normal that if a man has not taken you down the aisle, if you've not walked down the aisle, if you've not been proposed to, that you should keep your options open? Let us know what your take is. Join the conversation. You could give us a call 0809 234 5913 0809 191 3913 0809 222 0913 01515 0913 01515 1913. You can also join the conversation via WhatsApp. The WhatsApp line is 0809 234 5913. So do you think women should keep their options open?
Yes, please. Keep it open. No, but still, if a man is coming to you with you can tell when a man wants something else from you, right? And if you just want to keep it open, you can tell him, see, if you're ready for something, if you're ready to be, to go the next level with me, yes, fine, we can walk it, or we can walk through it. But if you're not ready, let's just keep it as friends, and then let's just watch the space and all that, but not with all the.
All right, let's take this. Lagos Talks. Good afternoon. Who's speaking? Hello.
Wake up. Hello.
All right, please give us a call back. Okay, so, but then would you make it very clear as day? Because if someone is coming to talk to you, are you telling them, so is this a situation where the girl as well is not ready to settle down, or if she's ready to, be in a relationship, do you think that she should keep her options open?
Yeah, if she's ready to settle, then she should be open. She should be able to tell them, yes, let's keep it real or something. But if she just wants to play and enjoy herself, why not?
Fantastic, enjoy. Lagos Talks, good afternoon. Who's speaking, please? Hello?
Good afternoon, my name is Olumide.
Olumide, welcome. Join the conversation, please.
Yeah, so relationship nowadays are being gone down the drain.
A what? Sorry?
Gone down the
drain.
Okay, please, how so?
Whether you be having, dating more than 5 guys, you claiming,
still claiming what?
Having good girl.
Good girl.
Yeah. You see, it sounds funny. It happens. It's the reality.
Wow.
But in the case of Nini and Saga, I don't know. I just feel Saga is deprived of love because he's not the finest in that house. So he has what he wants.
Nini is the finest. Is that what you said, or is not the
finest? He's not the finest.
Who do you think is the finest?
Are you asking me that?
Yes,
if you said she's not the finest, then you should know who the finest is. So please answer us. Who is the finest?
None of them are my taste. I don't know.
Wow.
Very hard to please. Okay.
So, Nini, that guy that she said she has outside, that one don't go. They have packed down on one side because Saga has become the new one.
Fantastic.
The guy will not watch and see another guy do that kind of thing to his dick and see the kid
and then say that he's the best.
Don't get to.
All right. Yeah. Thank you very much, Olumide, for your take. This is coming from a listener. I say, please, what are you keeping open? That's prostitution. It's quite interesting. You know, it's funny, but it's interesting because you see that we see things differently in this generation versus the next. Because if you still have conversation with even men from our father's generation and you tell them, in a case where a woman is not married yet, she's in a relationship, do you think that she's still quote unquote available for other guys to pursue to seek to marry? They would tell you yes, because in those days that was what it was. You know how there's this statement, you have many suitors. So even Nollywood showed us like different men coming for the girl's hand in marriage.
Right.
But right now, we don't understand that in this generation.
Do you think it's the lady's fault or the fault of the men?
I feel like both parties have a role to play. Let's be very honest, because there are times where because when first of all, if you're pursuing a quote unquote beautiful girl, you know that before you met her, there are other men that were trying to talk to her if she's not in a relationship. Clearly, that's a no-brainer. It's a given, right? So you have to acknowledge that fact. And the fact that you started talking to a girl does not mean that things are exclusive. Guys need to get that in their brains, because the fact that you've said, I like you, let me call you once or twice, then all of a sudden you think she's not going to go out on a date. I don't understand how that works, because that does not make any sense to me, to be honest. However, when you guys start moving and you're moving towards exclusivity,
I like that.
It's always good for you to have the tough conversations. Don't leave things to interpretation, because at the end of the day, people might see relationships differently. The person that you might be dating, who you assume is on the same page as you, might see it differently. She might see it as, guy, if you don't put a ring on my finger, it means that if another guy is more serious and they come, I will follow them. There are people that think that way. So you have to have those tough conversations with them, saying, okay, what's going on? As we are moving towards getting closer, I would like for you to be my girlfriend, or I would like for us to be exclusive. Make it clear. Now, when she responds to you, then you know where her head is at.
Yeah.
Do you get it? You know, okay, is this what she wants? Is she still saying, you know what, slow down, or just pull on the brakes a little bit? Is a bit too soon. You just need to be on the same page, and being on the same page comes with communication. Don't assume. That's one thing that's for sure.
Exactly.
Now, when you get to that exclusivity, it is the girl's responsibility as well. That when other men come, she tells them, oh, this is my current status.
Yeah.
That's it. I feel like a woman should be able to say that, especially when you're now exclusive with someone, you're now in a relationship. Because for me, relationships come with respect for your partner, right? So yes, he has not asked you to be his wife or whatever, but you're not the same single girl as you were before. Let's be very honest. Let's call a spade a spade. So it's the onus is on her as well to tell the men coming into her life that, oh, I have a guy. You know, this is the person that's in my life.
Right. I feel like communication is very, very important in every relationship. You have to lay it out. Say it the way it is. I want you to be my girlfriend and I want us to be serious. It's not about just leaving me and then you're forming or you're acting like, oh, you really love me and I don't even know what's in your mind. Yeah. There are many guys who've dated girls for maybe not 10 years. No, I've seen 10 years actually. Yeah. I have seen 10 years. 10 years. Maybe 5 years. And at the end of the day, like, no, we're just dating. I never said I was going to marry you.
That's terrible.
Do you understand?
That's bad.
It is bad. And because a lot of girls have seen these things have gone wrong with other girls. And I don't think anybody want to put themselves in that position. So if you feel like, this guy has not said it though, he has not said it, and you don't expect a girl to come and start telling you, what do you think? Do you think we will marry?
My dear.
Or do you want to marry
Well, you know
me?
what? As a woman, let me tell you something. Don't let anyone waste your time as well. And as a man, that's the reason why you need to have those conversations. Now, I know that it is an uncomfortable conversation to have as a woman where you are the one who keeps asking him, oh, what are we? What are we doing? But you know what? It's best for you to ask that question so that you know if you are leaving or if you're staying. Because if you keep waiting, hoping that he will come and say it,
one day he will pop the question, you will be there.
Especially when this is a relationship of comfort where it's like y'all are married. You know, because a lot of guys drag their feet, and let's be very honest, a lot of guys drag their feet because whatever comes with marriage is already in the relationship.
Exactly.
Y'all are pretty much living together. You know, like you guys are doing, it's the same thing. The only thing that's different is that you've not signed that contract or your families have not officially agreed that both of you are married. So that's another thing. So, you know, the dynamics are very different. So it's best for you to always have that conversation. Don't assume because it seems like you guys are, you know, married and you're assuming that he would eventually say, let's make it official. Nope. You have to ask. Ask that question. This is coming from Paul saying, Ify, I love the way you say fantastic. The sarcasm is out of this world. Permission to start using it. Please go ahead, start using it. This is coming from CJ saying, if you are confusing me today, Obia, if you agree to be my girlfriend, isn't that already an agreement of exclusivity? See, I have this babe in my lodge now that thinks this same way, and I'm not comfortable with it. She has a boyfriend that I know of, very serious guy, but her friends are telling her that since she isn't engaged, she should still try other guys. Now she just got a second boyfriend. The thing, they do me somehow for body. See, if you people when you guys have that tag of we are in a relationship, the onus is on both of you. You need to respect the fact that now you are in something exclusive.
Yeah.
If it's that we are just quote unquote talking, okay, fine, you're talking. Then what's going on?
Right.
You can talk. You can talk for 5 months, for 6 months, for a year, and you can still keep talking, and you have no form of commitment that comes with the quote unquote talking phase. When you say to the person that you're with, we are in a relation, when both of you agree to that, then the onus is on you to respect that relationship and create boundaries, knowing that you can't just be open to going on dates with other people and seeing other people as though you were single. Do you get? So CJ, what your friend is doing, what this girl is doing is different. She has a boyfriend and she wants to get another. She's cheating. It's two different things. She's cheating. And you know that's the thing. And I don't like it when people give advice like that, because sometimes it could be very dangerous. That you would have a guy, for instance, amazing guy. You know, things are going well. You guys are moving from level to level. And then you probably might spoil it all in the name of your friends are saying, oh, keep your options open. Oh, you will not be going out with other people. How do you justify it if your boyfriend finds out?
Right.
You know, what do you say? Are you going out on a date that what will happen? Like, so that's a very dangerous place to be. So CJ, advise your friend. Anyways, still on relationships, let's talk about Boma. Boma has said a lot throughout this week, honestly speaking, and this brings me to this brings us to the conversation about men and men talking to their other guys all in the name of this is boy talk.
Yeah.
But then if we break it down, we're like, you guys are gossiping.
It's gossip. Who said
gossiping?
It's not gossip?
And you know what? I feel like men gossip more than women. But they will never agree to it.
They'll tell you
even someone behind the camera just nodded and he's a man. He just said they gossip. So Boma and Michael were having a conversation, and Boma, I think they were having a conversation about, who have you had anything to do with, at least in the house?
Yeah.
So Boma was talking about, Angel and Ari.
Yeah.
She spoke about Ari. You remember Ari said that, she had a thing for Boma when she was here on the show. Yeah. So they spoke about that, and he just spoke about liking Angel, but Angel liking Cross, right? And this is also when he was having a conversation with Cross, saying that he does like Angel, but then he feels like Angel likes Cross. But then Cross was like, nah, I've told Angel that I just see you as a friend. Which I respect, because it's not all the time that you see that, especially when there's a woman that's like throwing herself at you, especially when you are in a game. You remember, this is not real life. This is a game. This whole BBNaija house is a game. So I respect the fact that he let her know that this is what's going on, right? That nothing can happen. We're just friends. And that's beautiful. Now, with Boma sharing a lot of things about the people that he's been with, the people that he likes, him liking Angel and what have we, and the fact that he's now created this new tag for himself, Okra. They're calling him Okra, saying that no girl can hold him down. No girl can easily trap him, meaning that he'll be slippery. What does that even mean?
It a draw.
If you hear a man saying that, can you ever take this man seriously?
For what? Of course, it's not serious.
How can you say? So my question is this: is he saying the women in the house, no one can hold him down, or is he saying right now in his life he's in a place where no woman can hold him down?
I think he was just talking as per the house. I think he was just talking about the housemates, the ladies in the house. But bro liked it. But when Queen, I think he's just a player too. When Queen came first, he was so attracted to Queen. I don't know what happened, and then he deviated from her and then moved on to Angel now. So now he's liking Angel, but the thing is, Angel doesn't like him back. And I think that's where he's pained, and instead of forming his okra, is this, is that. I feel like he's just pained.
But you know what? One thing I didn't like that he did, and I feel like it broke my heart as well. Sometimes you can connect with some of these people in the house.
Yes.
Right? Because you made mention he had a connection with Queen, right? And we all saw that. Now, remember during the eviction live show where Ibuka was asking him questions about, the person he picked to be in the head of House Lounge because he picked Jackie B. And Ibuka was asking, okay, so if you were going to pick someone else, who would it have been? He was then saying Angel. So Ibuka, Ibuka is an instigator as well. Ibuka was not like, are you sure? Is that the only person? And then he said, Queen is an option as well.
Yes, that's what he said.
Man, I just felt like if
an option. I know, because they were really close, and I think Queen really liked him, but he didn't like. I don't know if I would say he didn't like her back though, but he was just. I don't know what was wrong with Boma.
So this brings me to ask this. In a situation when a guy shows you that, I like you, I'm feeling you and all that. You know how they say, women, it's best for the man to love you more.
Yeah.
Than you loving the woman. That's how the relationship works.
Yeah.
That's a very debatable statement.
Very, very.
On social media, people are saying that's just crap. Both of you should love each other as well and as much, and it will help the relationship work. But then behind the scenes, there are people saying, listen, if you want us to be honest, let's not even try and be politically correct, because on social media, we're all trying to be politically correct, right? But if we're trying to be honest, let the man love you more. Which could also mean do not go faster than the guy.
Right.
Let the guy lead. Right? So if he's not on this next page, don't go and jump on the next page hoping that he's going to come and meet you there. Do you get it? So what do you think? Do you believe in that statement, or do you think that statement is so one-sided with the pressure being on the man the more to either push the relationship to the next level. You're the one to lead it here, lead it there.
See, for me, anybody can lead the relationship to anywhere. The thing is, just express yourself how you feel. But my husband or my man should love me more. Because I feel like female are really very emotional. We are very... Once we love this person, we die there. That's for women.
You died.
That's for women, actually. But for a man can love you and you won't even know. They won't show it. They won't show their emotions as much as women do. But if a man, why people think men love more is when a man is not doing woman rapper for women. I'm not talking about the one that go about, but a man that really, really likes a girl, anything she says, he's doing it. Anything she wants, he's doing it. That's what they call woman rapper, right? So that's when people now think, oh, this man loves her more than she loves him. It's just because probably men knows how to handle their emotions more than women. Women, if we love, we show it. We want to overdo it. We want to tell the world. If it's possible to write his name on the moon, we'll do it. Like that. It's just for me, I feel like everybody should love equally. Love him as much as he loves you. And then everybody should be able to lead the relationship on. If you wait for the man to lead the relationship, most times men are babies. If you even want to wait for them to lead the relationship, you would just see yourself sinking, So it's better if you allow the both of you do it. When you see that this person is doing less, try to do more. And this one is doing less, you try to cover up and do more. That's what I feel. That's what I feel.
Honestly, I feel like I'm on the fence because I'm one woman that believes that, first of all, you should be in a relationship where you can fully express yourself, where you're not afraid to love your partner, And I believe that your partner should show you a certain level of commitment and safety for you to feel safe and confident enough to express yourself.
When you say the partner, what are you saying? The man or the woman?
No, the man. I'm just saying that I'm speaking as a woman.
Oh, okay.
In this instance. So vice versa. It could be vice versa. So I would always say that your partner should show you a certain level of, safety where I can love him and I know that, he's not gonna take advantage of him, right? But then I'm a Christian, right? And I am so I am so dependent on what the Bible says,
Preach
right?
it, baby.
And in the part of the Bible where, the Paul was talking about what the men should do or husband should do and wife should do. And what they said for women particularly was for the men to love their wives, And I feel like that stood out for me because there's something about loving your wife that helps her move into the full expression of who she is in a relationship. It just takes her into the full expression of who she is in the relationship. Hence the reason why I'm on the fence, knowing that it is super important for not only you saying that you love your partner or you love your wife, but the expression of love should be shown because women get a certain level of validation from the fact that they know that their man loves them, whether they come out to accept it or not. Because a lot with this social media speak, this woke speak where you're talking about, I don't need, even if he doesn't show me blah, 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 because I'm confident in myself. And I know all that. Just push all that aside. I know all that. Because at the end of the day, when you're in a relationship with someone, there's a level of interdependence.
Right.
You don't want to just be an independent person, so to speak. It's like, oh, I don't need my partner. I need my partner. Do you understand? I want him to be able to show me that.
Yeah.
And I want to fully express myself to my partner. Do you get? So that's why I feel like on one hand, yes, there are loads of times where it seems like things really work out when the guy is madly in love with the woman. Doesn't mean that the woman doesn't love her, but it's another level when he's madly in love with her. So I'm on the fence. Yes, both parties should love each other, but I feel like there's a certain level of validation in the relationship that a woman gets when she sees that love being expressed by her boyfriend or her husband, where there's no question about does he love me or does he not love me. I feel like it's more women that ask that question when they go around to their friends and say, oh, he did this, I'm not really sure, does he love me? If someone that loves me, would he have done this or done that? Do you get it? So for women, they take that it means more to them.
And that's when the man is not doing as much as he's supposed. As I said, they are not so expressive as women. Women, we are very, very expressive when it comes to relationship and love. We want to show it, we want to do it. But men, they really love you. but they're not going to show it as much as we do.
But they show it differently because, like I've mentioned, vulnerability is not just about you being overly emotional. You express it because this thing called love is not just the butterflies in your stomach. That is a part of it. And that's a part that I believe everybody should experience. Don't let people tell you things like, oh, you don't have to really like him at the beginning. Like him more.
Like him.
Get married to who you're attracted to. Date who you're attracted to. Don't let them lie to you. Right? I feel like you should feel that. But the 90% of it, 99% of it is action-based. Action-based. So when a man loves you, you know. He would show it to you. The way he acts. You won't question it. You know? So I believe so. I remember the Bible also says, you should love like Christ loved the church. And I always say this because the Bible said, behold the Lamb of God who was slain before the foundation of the earth, meaning that Jesus died for us, meaning that he showed us that love even before we were in existence. Hence the reason why the love from the man first is something that I support.
Wow.
That's my analogy, guys. So please feel free to join the conversation. This is coming from listener saying, Boma simply wants to catch his cruise and sail off. He initially liked Queen into the cruise level, but she became clingy. And that was not what he wanted. Remember the pulling at the party and telling him not to participate in the truth and dare game? He became cool with Angel because he knew Angel fits well for the cruise. In the end, the other ladies, Peace, Maria, and Nini, they don't already dissect his matter and they know how to handle him. And P.S. he talks too much. Yeah, I feel like he talks too much.
He talks too much.
And you know what? I don't know about guys that talk too much. Even if I know that guys gossip a lot, you know, maybe gossip behind the scenes. But when you start talking too much, I just look at it as very weird. And sometimes I don't like to say like, oh, you talk too much. Like, it's because sometimes it's like, what if the person really likes to talk? So you can't really say, oh, you talk too much. But yeah, when a guy talks too much, especially when it's things that should be private.
Exactly. Like things that don't matter much or things you shouldn't even say. Things you should just, let it go, let it slide.
Exactly.
Boma talks too much. Every little thing. And he finds... He always likes to look for people he wants to talk to. By all means, even if he's one person, he just wants to talk to you, and he will start talking about other people or girls or whatever has happened between him and one person or the other, and then you'll be forming.
I don't like that behavior.
I'm okra gang.
I feel like that behavior is very dodgy, especially coming from a man.
Of course, I don't like it.
Very dodgy. Anyways, please feel free to join the conversation. 0809-234-5913. 0809-222-0913. 01515-0913. 01515-1913. You can also join the conversation via WhatsApp 0809-234-5913. This is coming from Enoch saying, this dating game is God that should lead because the streets are cold and I'm tired. Thank God you mentioned it. First step is to clarify things because this girl I met affirmed to me that we are quote unquote cool. Only for her to start posting other guys. And when I ask her, she will say they are just friends, making it clear that we should just be friends. Later, after, would believe that we're very close. I believe you should stay away from dating some people if you love your mentor. Exactly. Lagos Talks, good afternoon. Who's speaking, please?
Hello, can you hear me?
We can hear you loud and clear. What's your name?
All right, so I'm Ezekiel Emmanuel. I'm calling from Obalindi.
All right, let's hear you.
All right, so I want to talk about what you spoke about with regards to a man loving a woman.
Okay.
So I think I agree with you guys regarding that. I believe when a man loves a woman more, the woman can as well reciprocate. But if the woman is the one showing most of the love, the man might take her for granted. All right, so that's just my take on it.
I like that.
Very well.
Especially when it comes to reciprocating, because women will give you double of what you give to them. That's a given.
Yeah.
If you want to know how a woman is being taken care of or how a man is, if you just want to have an idea about how a man is, just look at his woman or look at his wife or get into conversation with them. Segue into relationships in general. I mean, not necessarily target their relationship. Just yarn them about, talk to them about relationships, get their perspective. When you hear the woman's perspective, you probably know how she's being treated in the house.
Exactly.
And that's the truth. All right, guys, let's just quickly move on to other things. Just today, we saw that Liquor Rose and Sammy had a fight.
Today?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
They had a fight in the kitchen. Okay, so this is what happened very quickly because we have just a few minutes. So Sammy went into the kitchen and he said he wanted to, cook something to eat. And the pans were dirty. And so he got a pot out of the sink and he washed it to cook. And so when it was time for him to eat, Licorice comes and she's like, oh, she wants to cook. But then the pan is dirty. And then she's telling Sammy, wash it. But Sammy's like, let me finish eating. When I finish eating, I will wash it. And so she starts complaining because, whilst all this was happening, Big Brother now called them out for like a task or something. Yeah. But then Sammy was like, but I came, the pans were dirty, I washed it and I cooked. Now I'm saying that I want to eat. Why didn't you wash it if you really, really, really were hungry and you wanted to cook? And so that caused like a back and forth between both of them. Do you think that he had a point, saying that Licorice should have cooked, but he was the one who clearly used the pan, even if, yes, he saw it dirty and he washed it?
See, I didn't see any point there as to why she was really shouting and getting angry, to be honest. There was, the truth is, she had already said it. Sometimes there are fights you should not even just fight, There are things you should just say and let it go. And I didn't even, truly, to be honest, if I'm Sammy, I won't go and wash that pot because of the way she was already talking. Because he said, I'm coming, I'm already eating. When I am done, I will wash it. Were you expecting him to leave his food and go and wash the pot?
I don't think it was a big deal. You could have just washed
it. It was not a big deal. So there was no...
Except it was like super like dirty or like she had to scrub. But like if you were really hungry at that time, you could have just washed
it and move on.
So do you think that this happened to do with anything... Do you think it happened to do with Licorice feeling intimidated? Because ever since she's been head of house, right? It seemed like she felt like the housemates were not really respecting her. She had to even give them a little speech. Telling them that right now, this is not Licorice, this is the head of house. So anything that she says, she's a voice of Big Brother, so they have to respect it. Yeah. And, they apologized, after she did complain that it seemed like they're taking it for granted. So do you think that her response was unnecessary, but she felt like, oh, I need to stand my ground because I'm the head of house? Maybe she didn't want to seem intimidated. There are sometimes at the back of your mind, you're fighting a battle that does not even exist, all in the name of, oh, I don't want it to seem like I'm being intimidated.
Or something. Actually, it's maybe she felt that way but I don't know.
Probably. Who knows?
But probably she felt that way because truly people take her for granted in the house. And of course, everybody, the Quarrels that is just there.
She's our friend.
Just our girl. All of a sudden, she's now... But I don't see even reason why people don't want to respect her, honestly, to be honest. And the same thing, I think even the same thing would have happened to Maria if people didn't give her that task. If people didn't give her that twist, to do... Probably they wouldn't have respected
and
Maria
that's so true.
As well.
Yeah.
But because she had something to back her own regime up, everybody respected her. It's her regime now. Everybody respected her. All
right, guys, let's move on to the predictions very quickly. We know that 6 housemates are up for eviction. Pere, Maria, JMK, Queen, Cross, and Sammy. We know that Licorice replaced Peace with Cross. And the thing is, what's annoying about this game is Licorice went to go and meet Cross after talking about, I know you're strong, you're a strong contender. Why do they do that? You put me up for eviction and you're coming to come and boost my ego.
Why did you leave?
Telling me that, it's because I know that you will stand or you will survive the eviction. That's the reason why I put you up.
Why didn't you leave it as that? You would have just said, you know what, I'm not changing. I think I'm going to leave it as that.
Full stop.
Let everybody fight their fight or cry their cry.
It's a game at the end of the day. Because then you now looks like you're very manipulative, right?
Do you understand?
Yes, we already know that there's going to be this awkward aura of, so you now put me up, Abi, and you replace me with such and such. Fantastic. But you going there trying to
now try to make you look like
salvage what probably isn't there in the first place. Yeah, that's
really
annoying. Yeah, that's super annoying. But out of these people that are up for nomination, who do you think could possibly leave this weekend?
I'm scared for JMK.
Yeah,
JMK.
I feel so as well. That's who I think might be leaving. All right, guys, it's 3:58. Thank you so much to everyone who was a part of the show today. Remember, Reality Radio comes up Fridays from 3 p.m. right here on Lagos Fox 91.3. For those who missed out on the previous episodes of Reality Radio, check out my YouTube, Ifi Igwe. That's IFY Igwe on YouTube, and ensure that at every point in time during the show, you join the conversation. You can send us a message on WhatsApp or give us a call directly. And we get to win very exciting things that Joy cannot stand the chance to win. I've already said that anybody that is on this panel or has ever been on this panel cannot stand a chance to win. It has to be for other people. So yes. So hopefully next week there's going to be a juicy giveaway. So ensure that you tune in for that one. You can reach out to me on Instagram at Ifi_I. That is IFY_I. Joy, what's your social media?
Fabulous Joy OAP on Instagram and Facebook.
All right, fabulous. Thank you so much once again. Coming up right now is the live drive, and you'd get your dose of politics, of sports, of business, comedy, and the list goes on and on. Stick around.
Join the conversation on Reality Radio, the show where we discuss everything reality TV with The Review, analyzing everything trendy, the gripping moments, and all the drama. Where we talk about all the TV show participants who were the most at everything. And finally, the predictions, where we try to find out which participants might or might not be voted out of the show. Tune in to Reality Radio and let's get real. Reality Radio, every Friday at 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. on Lagos Talks 91.3. Join the conversation.